I'm Cyndee Whitney, and I'm here at Clubhouse 7 today because we're going to be talking about thriving in the village. And I'm here with the newest member of the Thrive team, Bill Shane. How are you, Bill?
Wonderful. Thank you, Cyndee.
Oh, that's great. Well, Bill, as you know, the mission of Thrive is to have quality experiences that we sort of inspire people with, stories and experiences throughout every chapter of our lives. And can you tell me, is that why you've invited us here for a bridge game?
Well, it's sort of why, but the bigger picture is that the bridge games that we have here every day serve the people of the village and their guests in ways that let them exercise their minds, meet people. It's a wonderful daily experience.
Okay, let's drill down a little bit into that. When you said, and their guests, it's Clubhouse 7, so it does not have to necessarily be a resident who is playing, because everyone has access to Clubhouse 7. Is that correct?
Absolutely true.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now let's say I'm here in the village and I know about bridge, but I've never really played it. What are the opportunities that I would have to come over here and learn?
Sure. One of the wonderful things about the Bridge Club is that we have people at all different levels, from absolutely brand new, I've never played before, please teach me to play, all the way through to people that are more experienced tournament players. But we particularly encourage, and my personal passion, is for the new player, someone that's looking for a new activity that wants to learn, and we take very good care of them.
Well, you are the person to be telling us these things too, because what is your status here?
I am the president of the club. I'm privileged to be the president of the club.
Well, that's wonderful. Were you elected?
I was. We have a board of directors. We are a formal organization. We have a board of directors of 10 people, and I am the president of those 10.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, okay, so now we know that we can come in here, we can join our friends. Now, when we get pretty good at it, what way do we celebrate that? Do you have tournaments?
We do. We have tournaments and games and classes and lessons, but we have them for all levels. So when people are playing tournaments, they can play against other experienced players or people at their level. And for the beginning players, we have games and sort of semi-tournaments as well. So we really go out of our way to make sure that people are playing at the level at which they wish to play.
Oh, that's good. I think so. You aspire to a little bit of a more challenging level, and somebody will be there to help you with that.
Absolutely. For example, I just returned from a national tournament, so there are opportunities for people to advance to relatively more competitive environments, or to be here at whatever level they want.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get down to what are the benefits to playing bridge? I know people swear by it and say it's this wonderful thing. Are they getting benefits from this?
They are. Well, some swear by it, some swear at it, of course. But the benefits, I would say, particularly here in Laguna Woods, are in two areas. One is just the ability to exercise the mind, the cognitive benefits. National research has shown that bridge is one of the best, particularly for seniors, one of the best activities for seniors to keep the mind going. And the other major benefit is social. We're here, we have about 100 people here every day, different people on different days. Some are here every day, some are here several days a week, some are here once a week, but people become part of a community. We do look out for one another.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. Now, I haven't spent any time in the bridge room, so I'm not quite sure how it's all played out in there. But do people change groups sometimes, or do they always stay with the same players and friends that they come with?
What a great question. On any given day, if you were here, you would have a partner for that day, and then play against many of the different people who are here. And then when you would return on a different day, you could play with the same partner or a different partner. But essentially, we have people within the different experience levels that play against one another.
I think that's good, and it spares people's feelings too, I think. And if you sign up for a particular level and you find that you're playing with other players of that same level, it's not as stressful.
We try to remove an element of the stress, and we go out of our way and say every single day that it's important to be nice to one another, particularly the newer people. But it's really true. Some people have the idea that it's so competitive and, oh my goodness, it's not going to be enjoyable. And we try to flip that around and make it absolutely the other side of the coin.
Well, that sounds perfect. I know that you've identified someone, one of the players who would like to speak with us as well. So, and her name is Shirley?
Shirley Miller, one
All
of
right.
my favorite people.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm sure they're all your favorite people. But let's go get Shirley, and I'd love to hear what she has to say about why she comes and plays, too.
That's great. And thank you very much,
Oh,
Cyndee.
of
And welcome to everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Bill. We all feel welcome now. Thank you. And now I'm speaking with Shirley Miller, who is one of the bridge players. Hi, Shirley. How are you?
Fine, Cyndee. Thanks for coming today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. I'm very curious about why you like to play bridge. Could you tell us a little bit about why you like to play bridge?
Well, it's a great way to have some socialization and, like we all do, stimulate those brain cells and just have a good time. It's always challenging, and you're always meeting new people, and there is always something to learn and something to try a little harder to do.
And when you say it's challenging, is that because maybe you're playing with different players each time, or there's just the game itself is challenging?
The game itself is challenging. You're playing with different people. There are some 40 million varieties of hands, so you never see the same cards twice. And it's just a constant, well, it's a communication challenge because you and your partner establish what we call conventions. And you're playing against other people who have their conventions. So it's always a little bit of a contest, not every hand, and then you move and you have a new set of opponents. So it's a constant change.
Well, now I knew none of what you just said. That sounds fascinating. So there are strategies. I mean, it sounds similar to other games that you might play. Say you're playing pickleball. You're playing with a partner, and it's the same thing. That every shot is different. Everything is different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a comparison. The difference, I think, though, is in bridge, you have the deck of cards, and you need to remember who played what. And to keep track of all 52 cards is a memory challenge.
Wow, that's really amazing. I knew none of this. This is so interesting. Now I'm excited. Now I want to come and
come
play
and
with you.
play.
I will.
We
I will do that.
We have a beginners group, and then some mentoring play that someone kind of looks over your shoulder and says, yeah, that's a good thing to do, or are you sure you want to do that? Maybe you'd rather do something else.
Oh,
So
that sounds
yeah,
perfect.
It's really fun, and it's great to see the beginning players come out and start to play with us. I'm kind of an intermediate player, and so we do see the mentors come out and just do so well. And then, of course, we all aspire to be over there with the really big players.
Oh, I see. So there's a section for the big players?
Oh, yes.
A big pot of money on the table and all? No.
Points. No money,
I'm
just
kidding, I'm
points.
Well, it sounds fabulous. I can see that you love it, and I can see why you
fun.
love it, and
It really
come back
is.
over and over. Do you see yourself playing it for a long time?
I hope. As long as the brain cells hold out. But that your point is well taken, because we have a lot of people who have different kinds of body failure, but that does not interfere with bridge.
I love it. I love it. Well, Shirley, I am so appreciative that you could come away from your game today.
I've gotta get back.
I know you do. And thank you for coming out and telling us a whole lot about bridge. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for joining us today. And if you have a story or experience that you'd like to share, please contact us at thriveinthevillage.wordpress.com, and your story may be on television, online, or in print. That's all for now. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.